Hello, and welcome back to a brand new, exciting episode of Video Ditch. We've got a bona fide goblin with us here today, but Nick, please give our guest the intro treatment.
Though people understand that developers are typically the ones responsible for making the game, a lot of people don't realize that there has to be someone behind the developer pushing them forward saying, hey, why aren't you working on that? Hey, get off your fucking lazy ass and get the coding. Hey, shouldn't you be maybe working on your game? And that is the job of the producer. Now, typically, in the zeitgeist, as people understand it, the producer is regarded as a money-hungry wolf biting at the ass of the artist, trying to get them to do something for them so they can collect the fruits of their labor. And we are proud to say we have the one producer in the entire world who does not subscribe to that ethos. We have the one hungry wolf who said, you know what? I will let my stomach grumble. I will let my heart lead me instead of my wicked loins. And I will help the artist. I will preserve the art. I will assist them in any way I see fit by giving them 100% ownership of their own goddamned game, which is something that, although I'm sure many producers have thought of, I'm sure it was a nightmare that left them waking up in a cold sweat, looking to their left and sighing with relief as they saw their mistress and not their wife. Anyways, so yeah, we've got Joe Corder, the owner, proprietor, CEO, et cetera, of No Quarter Soft. Fallout fans may remember him as Todd Howard's abuse goblin, but he has escaped that fate and he has moved on to, dare I say, greener pastures.
Oh,
Heyo.
shit.
Audio only listeners, he is green.
Yes, Joe, thank you for joining us today.
Yeah, thanks for coming on.
Thank you. Yes. I'm a fan of what you guys do. I met the beautiful hosts while I was green at MagFest, and you're dressed as Spam Ton, and
I was white.
Yes, and I think it was a fateful meeting. You know, I had
really
no idea. Yeah, I had no idea.
I had no idea either.
And I think that was such a good time. MagFest. I would start top of all of this by saying MagFest fucking rules. If you've never been to a MagFest, you should try to go to one. It's probably going to get harder and harder to go to because of increasing popularity and the same amount of space every year because sorry, I just wanted to shout that out because I fucking love MagFest.
Okay, yeah.
It's awesome.
Evangelize it. Yes. A meeting of the minds that led us to today's episode, where we'll get Joe's story, but the events that led him to becoming the goblin that he is, and perhaps the current projects that No Quarter's got in the catalog, and even towards the future, as always. But I suppose we're a video game show, so do we want to begin there, Joe, with your history there?
Yeah,
where your
what got you started
began?
on this twisted path? Why do you like this?
Well, so so do you mean like in the industry or just like gaming in general?
As a gamer, like when you were swallowed as a baby and your mom or dad or whatever handed you a Game Boy, what was in the slot? What were you playing?
It was Pokemon actually.
Oh yeah, me too.
Things and the first one I actually played was Blue. But it wasn't mine. I was like on vacation, like made a vacation friend. They showed me Pokemon Blue.
You made a new file. You overwrote their save. Like,
no. We just sat together. We just sat together, and they just showed me, and we were pass it off. But I specifically remember he had Squirtle, and it was at the very beginning of the game still. But I was so young that I was unable to read. I actually struggled to learn to read really badly when I was a child. But there's something about the desire to want to play this game and interact with this thing.
Totally.
I don't know. I don't want to say it taught me to read, but it definitely gave me more motivation to something clicked in my brain and then
gave you an impetus. Damn, if I want to be there, I need to learn to do this thing.
Believe it or not, that's the same exact thing that happened to me. I literally would bust out the dictionary playing Pokemon Yellow so I could understand the words when I was a kid.
Yeah. No, that was a big thing. And then, I grew up, I had a PS1 and I played a lot of PS1 games. My cousin always had he had a PS2. I would play a lot of games there. Eventually, discovered Halo. And then eventually Elder Scrolls Oblivion was like a huge
right on. Okay,
good game.
Sonic Adventure 2, I think, was super pivotal to me as a kid. And but the big thing with Oblivion was like, that was the first game that I saw credits, or I saw like the opening thing and it said Bethesda in a town not too far.
A studio,
and then it's like, it was kind of the first thing, like when you're a kid and you are consuming stuff like this, even up to like being like a teenager, and a lot of people still forget like it's kind of like there's an identity to it now, so it's different. But you forgot that people make this and they might be around you, and like it's something that that's just like their job. And that kind of like made me think about it. And for a long time, and then eventually I had a friend who worked at Bethesda. He'd gotten hired as a contract QA tester, and he would talk about it like it was like the best fucking thing ever, because he was like, dude, I'm making like $15 an hour. And
nice.
Because this was in like 2000.
No, yeah.
He worked on like New Vegas.
I bet that was like,
he worked on like New Vegas. It was sick. And he was like, I get free food. And
did he ever just like make up lies, you think, just like really grandiose? Like, dude,
no, because eventually I after working there, like I pretty much confirmed, like people knew knew this guy. Like eventually, it was true.
Story checked out.
But this guy is like a fucking idiot, like he's fucking dumb as shit.
So you're like, I could do this.
I could do that.
Exactly, like 100%. So that was like years later. I finished what I was like doing for college, and I was playing music and stuff, and that's kind of what I wanted to do. But realize, it was just not realistic. There's not jobs for that, and it wasn't just like happening. So, I was like working retail, and I delivered pizzas for a long time and all kinds of shit. But I had applied to Bethesda to do contract QA, and it took like 8 months. It was a crazy long time.
Pretty long process.
Yeah. And they called me back and had me like come in and interview, and then it was like another like month or so. And
do
then
you like games? They asked.
No, my interview was such a joke. Like it like for the contract QA stuff, I basically just talked about Star Wars with the guy interviewing. Like,
this guy is so cool. You're in,
yeah, pretty much. It worked.
It's meshing with the culture, baby. Yeah.
So then I was contract QA for like 8 months, and then I was laid off because they just like contract was up. Just some people were hired on, some weren't. But during that time, I worked on the Elder Scrolls Legends, which was a card game based on the Elder Scrolls, as well as like I'm not credited, but I did some play testing for Doom 2016. And that was really cool. That's like looking back, that was really, really, but then
I went particularly fond memories from the QA testing.
Yeah. From the really early days, man. So like, on the Legends team was, I think it was like strategically picked to be like a lot of like MTG people, but also like had some like people that were like competitive players of MTG, as well as like people that just like knew their way around card games. I did not at all.
I was gonna ask, where did you fall within that? Okay,
but now it made me love card games. But we got so rowdy because it was like a thing. Because you could play against each other. You could like build decks and like battle each other. And it was always just like, oh God, this shit's so fucking like busted and like broken. Or like,
that's what makes it fun.
We're like balancing stuff, but we would like speak to each other aloud a lot. And there was like, I think at the time, one of the other teams in the same room that we were, it was Dishonored 2, their QA team. And someone from their team got so fucking angry at us one day. They just like yelled at all of us. And there's just stuff like that was so funny, because then we were all just like laughing like at them afterwards. But I don't know, everyone fucking hated us. But it was like such
That's so great.
It was just such an efficient team though. And eventually, I left there and did some other stuff for a while, like non-game related shit, and eventually they brought me back on like full-time QA for 5 more years, something like that, and did a lot.
Yeah. Do you feel it's a very thankless job, QA testing?
It's less thankless than it used to be. That's
good.
For sure.
Good to hear.
There's no question, because now larger QA branches of companies are starting to unionize, which is, I think, is just super important for people in that position, because it is a service-based thing. Like, it's a service-based like position within a company that you're doing. So you kind of are beholden to what somebody is telling you to demand as far as like labor. So having institutions around protecting what can and cannot be asked is really good. Coming from somebody who, like, when like, I know other devs suffer when there's crunch, but every aspect of crunch comes down into, like, trickles down, eventually goes to QA.
Interesting.
Because there's like so much work that just becomes invalidated as part of QA, and it builds this like weird tension between,
almost
depending
like
on how it works.
Interesting.
Yeah, or it's like, oh, they're just like looking for the bad parts. Like imagine it's somebody's job to tell you all the mistakes that
all your fuck ups.
Yeah, could you at a glance, or kind of like as quickly or slowly as you want to describe what a day in, like, a typical day in QA testing looked like for you?
Sure, yeah.
Because I'm very curious.
So I'll give you like the middle of my QA career, which, it's stuff I would do at the beginning and stuff toward the end were very different. Around the middle,
okay, right on.
I would roll into work around like 9:30 a.m., grab breakfast, check like forums, and if I was doing a lot of stuff that I did was finding bugs reported on like public forums, and then I would usually like write a report for that, and I would send that to like either a senior, or at that point, if I was a senior, like coordinate it with my lead to send it to further up, and that would take some of the, like, an hour or two depending on what I was doing. Then I'd open the game, whatever game I'm working on, and start doing, like, I'd probably have some kind of assignment. So I would start doing either I would have an assignment, or I would start to give assignments. I would also check our database to see if there's anything that's come through that needs what would be referred to as like regression testing. So it's if something is marked fixed by a developer, like a bug is reported and then they mark it fixed, we verify that it's been fixed.
Right.
So during all of this too, I'm like updating my builds, making sure that that's happening depending on what I have to do. So that's like the morning. Usually in the afternoon.
I feel like reading forums in the morning would just get your blood pressure up. Just like,
I mean, man, that maybe this was me. It's not everybody. Not everybody did that. They actually would. They would, like, for certain game releases, they would like ask people if they had like a sensitivity to it, because man, you can guess some of the games.
Some toxicity, I'm sure.
Was
there ever just really, like, people just being really inept gamers? Like, this is a bug. It's not
were there
working.
Just like stupid
all
people?
The time. All the time. All the time. Like absolutely.
And what were their usernames?
I could dox them right now. Put them up.
Man, there was like there were these like celebrity level, like internally celebrity level, like forum shit posters that we would just wait for their.
We got another post from Barfy Man.
Yeah. Literally, it was so that kind of. There's aspects of that stuff that I missed. That shit was very funny.
That's so
it says to press any button to continue. I press the power button and the game turns off. What the fuck, devs?
Dude, there was one where it was like when they announced the Elder Scrolls Legends as a card game. And people got, like, the one thing that was always super funny was like people saying, "Oh, why are they working on this and not the new Elder Scrolls?" And it's like, dude, it's like completely different.
It's so separate.
Like, it's not, or somebody the one that like set everybody off was there was a post and all it said was it was like "Donde está Elder Scrolls 4?" But I think they meant to do VI.
But they didn't understand. Yeah.
So we were all just like, Donde está Elder Scrolls 4 was just like a battle cry for a while. It was
this guy hasn't played Final Fantasy, fucking idiot.
Fuck.
It was really So and then they did. You just afternoon, you're doing testing. Like you usually take like I don't know, you take a break, rest your eyes for a minute. That's what I would usually do.
Yeah.
Take a walk. A lot of people taking walks. Play Magic the Gathering or whatever. Like seriously, we played a lot of Magic.
Take a break from the game to play some
Bethesda's
games.
kind of campus. Or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was it a cool facility? How was that?
So without,
are you allowed to say?
I don't know, but
is it true that Todd would demand sacrifice and you'd have to give in the person with the worst metrics every week?
Cool. Todd's really cool.
What was his presence like on the day to day? Was it like something like, guess who's over there right now, dude?
No, it was like I think for people when they would first start, sometimes or like the younger people,
like starstruck.
There were some testers and people that just like would act kind of weird around him for whatever reason. But like, I mean, generally, yeah, he's like everybody really liked him. Like he's
right on, yeah.
He seems like a pretty. I never really talked to him just because I never like I don't know. I never want to just go up to him and just be like, hey,
your paths
there's never
crossing.
A reason to, right? And it just
his
never,
aura was too powerful,
right? And maybe he mocked
spiritual pressure.
Honestly, what it was. Yeah. Plays that one Bleach song. Like
his Bankai was always active.
Like fucking. Oh my god. No,
number one.
He was cool. Pete Hines too. He was like really fucking cool. He's a really, really cool guy. And I know he gets some shit on the internet because he was like the spokesperson. So he's
the target of criticism.
Right.
Yeah,
like regardless, they could, anything, but on a personal level, like he's always been really kind to me.
Solid.
He always down to help and give advice to anybody. Like I had reached out to him shortly, thinking like right when I was like about to start. I like we just like chat. Yeah, so we talked for like an hour.
Is he still at the company?
No. He retired. He retired years ago.
Do you think there's any correlation in the decline in quality between you and Pete leaving and the quality of games? Do you think there's anything there?
I can't confirm or deny. I think
I'll confirm.
I think for the most part.
What's the last Bethesda game you played, Nick? Please.
Fuck. Skyrim?
They got a big umbrella now, too. What'd you say?
Skyrim.
He's at Skyrim.
Skyrim on PS3, yeah.
God damn it. Oh, he's a...
No, but...
Kind of going back
sorry. No worries.
That was us. We did.
That was kind of it.
Yeah. Okay,
I hope that answers the question.
No, totally. That's cool.
Absolutely. So what led from your time at Bethesda, where you're just kind of bitten by the gaming bug and you wanted deeper involvement within the greater gaming sphere? What led to the creation of No Quarter Soft, the entity? So
I was laid off actually, like many others. In July of last year, Microsoft and Xbox made some major cuts. They cut specific layers of management, and I was among that. And it was really, really earth-shattering when it happened. But it was something that I had kind of seen coming because it's not like it was the first, like they had started laying people off semi-frequently. And like, I feel like I am semi-legally obligated to not like speak. But then, eventually laid off. And I had applied for tons of jobs, tons and everything, like you name it pretty much, besides like retail and food. I did my time. I'm not doing that.
I understand you, man.
But I
can't go back.
But there was just like I was applying for everything, and the only stuff that I was getting any bites for was stuff that I would like rather kill myself do for more than like a month or two.
Yeah.
So I had like access to some like severance. So I have to thank Microsoft and Xbox and Bethesda, honestly, probably mostly Bethesda, for giving me something to like live off of for a while I could kind of plan, because around September I was like fed up. I was getting rejected from, I won't name names of studios, but certain AAA studio that I applied for for the job title that I entered the industry in, all the way up to a lead of that discipline, rejected every single one of them without any real like
insert your least favorite AAA studio, and that was it. They slighted him.
But
even
that was
more reason to hate him.
like, I was just, I wouldn't say they slighted me. It just wasn't the right fit or whatever. But it's just like, okay, to me, I'm like, I'm not what people are like, what they're looking for right now. There's like what I can offer, and it's very different than the persona of like what I'm doing here. You know, it's all very like the AAA version of me is like, it's like, it was different because I was trying to go for other stuff. Like I sent you my,
a bit more buttoned down.
It's different, right?
Buttoned
like,
up.
So I just was like, I think I can find, I think I can survive long enough and find some clients and people to work with that we can like mutually benefit each other, and I can just kind of build up this company, and it's been working out pretty well so far. It's crazy, honestly.
What a journey that's led up to this point. Yeah,
pretty much got successes right out of the gates. It looks like.
Yeah, I really can't attribute it to anything but luck. Honestly, I really right place, right time. Like it's just, you know, but I mean, it's luck in that it's a right place, right time. But I do truly think that, especially with like JOEVENO and I, there's a balance there. That's it's like very, very effective. Right. I think we make a good team.
Very cool. You mentioned JOEVENO. Am I saying that right? Yeah, JOEVENO.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about your working relationship with him?
Yeah. So JOEVENO is my closest business partner. Being a publishing company that is also just like a guy, I kind of have different relationships with all of my clients. Like with Shooty and Bubby, it's kind of, you know, like I help with marketing. I help show it off at events. I'll help get it onto other platforms and like more traditional publishing stuff. Like I will help work out deals and find money for the game somehow. Like that's kind of my job. And I get a percentage of that. With people that I'm working with, like Brian, for example, anything that we show never like it doesn't. Brian isn't a game that is published by No Quarter. Brian is a game being developed in association. Okay. So that leaves it open to me to work with people that might want to find larger publishing or like publishers that could offer more than just me, than what I can, or, you know, open to opportunities. Because my goal ultimately is for them to succeed, but I also want to be a part of it. So if something like that were to happen, I would, you know, delegate to doing like QA and internal production and liaison between, because I have experience working with large publishing and these indie devs do not. I kind of speak the language of like, honestly, like the bullshit that it's bullshit, but it's like, it's necessary. Like there's necessary
totally.
To some of
I
this.
understand.
You know, as cool as it is when Team Cherry doesn't know what the fuck Jira is, like, you know, most people, you're going to have somebody who knows fuck, especially if
with No Quarter, what would you say stands out about it compared to the average indie publishing company? I mean, outside of just being one guy, you got some pretty unique qualities, I'd say. I mean, yeah,
it's funny. Someone just asked me that question, like pitching me a game. You know, they were asking questions about me to kind of getting to know you kind of shit.
Yeah. Why should I do with you instead of Devolver 10 years ago?
Yes. And you know, honestly, my answer is like, well, I am like I paint myself green at conventions for no one else. I think that's like an ethos of like that speaks to more than just like the physical act of doing that. I work really hard for my clients because I am just a guy, but I also acknowledge that I am just a single person. So I'm not going to fit for everybody. Like if you need like a large web of support and like a lot of money and like super traditional marketing stuff, like, you know, I can work with whoever, but there's just certain things that just fit better. Right.
Yeah. You
And
definitely
that's kind of like who I choose to work with.
it's definitely curate a catalog of your associates and your published games that I enjoy.
Also, I had no intentions of being like a boomer shooter publisher. I really, honestly, like when I first, because I did evil market research, right? To like, well, because if I'm a publisher out of the gate and I'm trying to rely on sales like right off the bat, I wanted to like I was like, what can I find? Like, what can I find in this soulless like slop heap that kind of ends up crossing over into something that I might actually like? And horror was something like horror within the gaming sphere is like it mixes of like stuff that I think is like artistically integral, but it can also make a lot of money on Steam. So that was like I was always like, I'll probably make horror because I love horror. Like horror is
you've been like a lifelong fan.
Yeah. So
right on.
And I still want to. I'll get something eventually. But so that was kind of my thought was horror or like honestly, New Blood and Critical Reflex. They were like kind of guideposts for like
inspirations. Yeah.
What to look for. Because I think they've had really good taste. With some of the things that they've acquired. More recently, Oro Interactive has had some really, really fucking cool stuff. And who else? What's another publisher? I don't know. I'll think of something we'll show.
Okay. With these games, I suppose, and what qualities do they have that make you believe in them so much that these projects?
Yeah. What makes a game worthwhile? What are you willing to put your body, soul, and heart on the line for, like you have for these games? What's to stand out about them? And
I think it's pretty obvious. Like some of the stuff that Brazilian Drug Dealer was already kind of successful, or like relatively extremely successful before I started helping out with. But I think that when I meet somebody like JOEVENO or like Bubby or like Willem or all these people that it's just like the drive, their passion for creating, their vision being very singular and their understanding of style, the way that they translate their culture and experience in a way that somebody like me who might not share that culture or experience appreciate. And that kind of gets more specific. The cultural thing is like it can apply to like everything, but obviously it's a big part of what the people have. And honestly, in a way, like a lot of Bubby's work, like express.
Yeah. Do you remember your first games as an art form moment? Like when it struck you, like, oh, this is more than just like something to play. There's
first time
or any prominent memories for you, I suppose, that still stick with you today.
I think this was like probably like too late, and I probably like already had some of this, I'm sure, but I just remember when I played specifically the remake of Shadow of the Colossus, I was just like, man, this is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
This is so cool. Or
and what a game. Yeah.
God. Inside as well was one.
I love
games that like when you experience it, because I love a game with a good narrative and has a lot of words and stuff to read and all that. But when a game can like describe so much to you,
can communicate that to you
with gameplay, with the interactive aspect, I think that's really, really
the beauty of the medium.
Sets it apart.
Outer Wilds is another that it's like the way that it communicates via expressing with gameplay is it's amazing. It's really, really good.
That initial playthrough cannot be be beat,
it's so good. It's a lot of people talk shit on this game too, but I really like 12 minutes. No, 12 minutes.
12 minutes.
People talk shit on 12 minutes because they're like
Daisy Ridley and James McAvoy.
But I was like, man, dude, what the fuck? Like, why? Like, that's such a cool. Like, it's a cool cast. Like, I know it's like it gets kind of weird or whatever.
It gets kind of weird. It's very like K-drama coded though. I feel like,
but it's cool. Like, I don't know. Like, we don't. There's not a lot of games like that.
The experience of it. No, it's very.
What is it? An FMV game or something?
It's like three perspectives of the same 12 minutes. Right.
Yeah, it's really neat. But I mean, it's also got
twists and turns. Yeah,
like,
that's all you have to say
about. Yeah.
It's cool, but I think people complain a bit. It's like, oh, it's not like a game.
Anyone who says that something is not like a game is an idiot who should be
they don't play enough games, frankly.
Yeah, I just the whole like we're gonna talk about mixtape, all right? I haven't.
We don't have to do that. No.
I haven't either, but mixtape, whatever. It is a game.
I'm not gonna talk about mixtape, but I'm gonna say
a Choose Your Adventure book is a game.
Did people forget about like walking simulators?
We've already done this shit a decade ago.
It's a retread of outrage for no reason.
They were like well liked forever by like
I know that was like kind of
love that
game.
shit.
Yeah,
just go back. Yeah, even Stanley Parable, all these same people who were fucking nutting themselves over that game. All of a sudden, mixtape is a bridge too far. Shut up.
I just don't. Yeah, that was to me. It was like what did people forget that like there are games where you don't like, I don't know, there's interactive fiction, interactive experiences, I think that's
the thing. Anytime anyone with like an anime profile picture too is like, this is not a game, and then it's like, oh, here's my favorite visual novel. Like, you're reading a fucking book, man. I read them too. They're games. I mean, but they're, would the average person consider it a game? Probably not. But who gives a shit? They're wrong. I'm right.
Yeah, I don't know. It's I don't know,
if you could describe, outrage. Current gaming discourse and your thoughts on it.
Gaming discourse is what happened a decade ago. Let's try to replicate that. Let's try to make a new wave of Gamergate, Sargon types. That'd be great.
Yeah, that's all we need.
New grifters.
It was great. Yeah, really.
It's unfortunate. It is unfortunate. A cultural decline, but
well, that's why we're here.
That's why we're here, and that's why you're here. Doing God's work, platforming.
Yeah. We're all the Sisyphus of gaming.
Yeah, yes. I roll my rock,
Yeah. It's like the AGM.
Right on.
Anyways. So No Quarters actually is a pretty young company.
Yeah. I didn't realize it was such a recent development.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like 8 months.
Mm-hmm.
8 months, yeah. A little more.
Yeah.
8, 9 months, something like that. Yeah.
Pretty nice. All right, so this whole thing with like the greening yourself and going to conventions, is that also kind of like part and parcel of starting the company? You just knew right off the bat, like, this is what I want to do. This is how I get the word out. So, man, the Goblin thing is actually like, I don't know. I don't. Maybe it's just like boring.
Just
as
came
shit,
to me.
But my Twitter account, okay, used to be a Gamebryo creation engine aesthetics account. And then it was kind of like a meme account for like gaming, but a lot of like Elder Scrolls and Fallout memes and shit. And it, I thought it was funny because I would unknowingly like interact with like people from the community that I knew were like working in the same building, but had no idea who I was, like on X and shit. Because I had posts that would go kind of crazy sometimes.
Like, hey, man, you see this shit?
The things that would go crazy a lot of the times, like, okay, this was just, it's always the stupidest fucking shit. It's always the stuff that I never expect. But one Monday, I took a picture of the goblin from Oblivion, on like just from the wiki, and just posted it on my X, and was like, and you can go to my current Twitter
it's
and
there.
Like, go back, and it's all still there. Like all my posts from when I was an aesthetics account are still there, which I should probably remove. But
that was actually the next segment. We have some tweets from 2014.
Yeah, go explain this. I mean, it's mostly just cool pictures of Fallout, but I posted this picture of the goblin from the wiki, and was just like, it's Oblivion Goblin Monday. Everybody shared a spread awareness about Oblivion Goblin, and it did like pretty good numbers. And then so I just started doing that like every week, and it kind of became like the Oblivion Goblin guy. And I came to just kind of find out that goblins as like an archetype and as like a thing, like a visual thing, is just something people respond to.
They're endeared to
for some reason,
almost immediately.
More than you'd think. I understand.
Because,
and then I was just like, I had this idea for when I wanted to start my company of like dressing up like a goblin, and because I have a mascot, I was like, I wanted my mascot of the company to be a goblin. And I was for announcing like No Quarters a company, and this video it's like the first No Quarter direct where I dressed up as the goblin, and I eat like a bunch of food, and it's just fucking disgusting. And I just
mukbang, as they call them.
It was like a mukbang with like game trailers in between it. But every time like the trailer would end and there would just be like more and more food, and it was like I was just more and more stained. Like you didn't watch me eat. It was disgusting. Like
sickly.
The video is like filming it was fucking disgusting, but it was great.
Wow.
But that was like I did that, and then I had like MagFest coming up, and I was like, I can get away with dressing up like this at MagFest. Like maybe I'll do that because I think it'll get people's attention, and it does. And then I was just like, man, I'll just do this when I go places. Like why not like embody it a little bit, or like have some fun. It's just absurd. And the weirdest thing was I kind of expected people to be really like put off by it, but there are instances where I'm like, I've like walked into 7-Eleven, painted how you've seen how I like have looked like shitty bald cap and ears, just painted green, and walking into 7-Eleven, and people just like smile and laugh, and it's because
they're afraid for their life.
I don't know. Well, that's kind of what is like. Maybe they do feel that way, but there is this just like someone asked me if I would wear like a mask, like a goblin mask, and I was like, I don't think I'd ever. Besides like this is when I'm out and about, no, because like there's this connection, and I honestly do think that the color green is like disarming. Like people, it is not. You look ghoulish,
alarming,
and very scary.
People are very horrified of me.
Areas like at MagFest, you look very ghoulish.
It's great. I love it. It's exactly how.
So I just that like. I think it's also like really, really strong brand identity for like
you're the only one doing it.
Relatively nothing. It is also there's like an element of like clownery to it. I like being funny. I like making people laugh, and I don't know.
There's like an amplified persona, so it's like the power of that.
It's just totally. Me, but there's just I can do more. I can get away with more. I can like
the expectations change.
I can be more abrasive. Like I'm less abrasive than you'd expect somebody painted green to be, but more abrasive than I would be normally. Like talking to people.
Oh yeah, there's nothing more freeing than a costume.
That's really it. It's I feel it also kind of like helps to like underwhelm like some aspect of like social anxiety. Not that I have I don't really have a lot, but like but
if I did,
I mean. But it is like padding in a way, but like what you said, it's like freeing. It's like I don't have to like be myself. I think if anything, it's like a lack of self-confidence more than like if I paint myself and look ridiculous, because I think I just kind of look ridiculous anyway. Whatever. Like I'm beating myself.
Not even on the.
I'm ahead of the joke,
on the mind.
That kind of thing. So it kind of like loosens me up with how I like am able to interact with people.
Yeah, it's more like invigorating. It's more confidence boosting than any like round of shots. It's crazy.
Oh yeah, and when you couple them together, it's very.
then you
become unstoppable. You become an unstoppable force.
At MagFest, I didn't drink very much at MagFest. I think I probably had like 2 to 3 drinks in me.
2, 3.
Drink responsibly.
I left this party and was going down, like it was like way up, and I got in this elevator with these 3 random guys, and I had a Brazilian drug dealer shirt on, and one of the guys was like these guys
were painted green.
Oh yeah. And these guys were just like fucking wasted, and they saw my shirt like, what the fuck is that?
Classic.
What is the Brazilian drug? And I showed them, and in the ride from the top of the elevator to the bottom, they learned about the game and purchased it like on their phone on Steam. So I was like,
that's sick.
Yes.
Just made a sale, baby. God, I wish I worked on commission.
Life interaction.
This fucking works. I mean, yeah. So it's
it all works.
It was like affirming. It was very, very funny.
That's awesome, man. Yeah. Wow.
I was shocked when I went there and wore the shirt how many people like recognized the game.
It's a commodity.
Real.
Yeah.
It was like eye opening.
I remember I saw the game a long time ago, way before obviously before we met. I think I sent it to Sam just based on the title alone. I was like, I think I should buy this and contact the guy who makes it. Do something about it.
Kusoge.
Yeah, I've done one of those things. Yeah.
You should get JOEVENO on here at some point.
We'd be happy to.
You know, you have a line on
Absolutely.
it. So.
Yeah, I'll force him on as a producer. You got
actually, yeah. I mean,
thanks.
Yeah, I try to handle a lot of the scheduling. He'll tell you he appreciates it.
Yeah, we'll do it. We'll have him on. This is the official announcement as part of our
ongoing
campaign
summer video ditch, baby. Springtime of video.
Oh yeah,
very good. Yeah.
All right, it's official. Okay, so yeah, that's great. So I mean, so far, fantastic stuff for No Quarters Off. What have been the worst parts of being No Quarters Off? Who have you met that you absolutely hate and want to die?
Man, who have I met that I hate and want to die?
Mm-hmm. Or has anyone contacted you with a game and you're like, this sucks, and you're like, I'm going to declare jihad?
You can't say that.
I mean, look, I will
unless
say
it's
this.
like AI generated shit, then yes, you can be like, that was off.
I will just complete AI slop.
This.
Yeah.
If you hit me up with your game and I don't message you back, message me again. If I don't hit you back, please just don't message me. I'm sorry. I get a lot of stuff coming in and I just like, I don't want to, because there's like value to everything, but I just like, again, I'm just one person.
You're only one person. You have you're limited capacity.
I'm pretty much full up. Like I'd have to like, I'm at the point where show me stuff, please show me stuff, because if I can't and I really like it, I will try to find somebody, or I'll pass it off to people. But in a lot of cases, I don't know.
After a time, you don't have to keep sending messages.
Yeah, I try to filter a lot of the AI, Web3, crypto bullshit through my like website. If anybody contacts me that way, clear. I don't work with that kind of shit because it's just nefarious. I don't do gambling. I won't do shit like that. There's a line. It's just unethical, you know. And I mean, there's aspects of like boxes and shit. It's also like, I think people, just because something's unethical doesn't mean you shouldn't be able to access it. So that's two
sides of the coin.
That's true. Yeah. There's plenty of things that
we could get rid of it. Get rid of Overwatch.
Yeah, you can get rid of Overwatch.
Who gives a fuck? All right. Well, outside the artistic side, and not to call out any of the hopefuls for no reason to make them cry, has there been anyone on either the corporate convention or just random passerby side who have been particularly interesting? Let's say, like, was there anyone who was so interesting, for example, for the No Quarter interviews that you couldn't even put them in because they were so interesting?
You know, I think I've put every person in, regardless of their like level of it. It really hasn't. I really don't think there has. And honestly, like a lot of the interviews kind of slowed down. Like MagFest was great because I was very free, because I was just there going and doing it, and I was very focused on doing just that. And you know, like I still have footage from PAX that's just sitting on a camera because I haven't had, like, I'm still getting through other footage of other interviews and stuff with my like editor, and there's like a bunch that's just sitting there, but I didn't have the chance to get out and video much or take many interviews. But man, most interesting person, the weirdest person. I mean, there's been some like very, very, very out and proud monster fuckers but that's like not really.
That's nothing new.
I guess
it's like every.
Well, right. That was like, yeah. It's so that was.
It's
monster fucking. Now. Monster fucking is hot now.
But it was like weird. Yeah. It was like weird.
Ladies
stuff,
love it.
You know, I don't know. Have you seen the meme that's like female monster fuckers, male monster fuckers? It's like they're like male monster fuckers. It's like sexy, seductive, like vampirous. Yeah.
It's like a lady with like hair or something. Yeah. Like with pale skin.
Like the women's, it's like,
and then
it's like everything from like a giant like death claw to like a blob monster to like a.
Like Shuma Gorath or something.
It's just crazy shit, you know?
Yeah.
Very, very funny stuff.
Terrible.
Oh, yeah. They love it.
Oh, yeah.
They love it. But it's very normal.
I'm not trying to kink shame anyone.
No, I won't yuck their yum.
Exactly. You're free to do it. Oh,
Just keep it away from me.
No, I
in
really
the
can't.
privacy of your own home.
I've interviewed some interesting people, but there hasn't been anybody like.
Anyone's like, hey, goblin, you want to be gobbling these nuts? Anyone
No one's
that
been
shit?
like.
No one's done
been
that.
super hostile.
God damn. Well,
Or
I mean,
not-
that's good. That's
Not
good.
even.
Well, that
not
happened
even
to me
like
at
that
Fanime.
funny.
Not aggressively funny. Damn.
Yeah.
When I was Wario, a gay couple invited
Like,
me.
hey,
to the hotel
Wario,
room.
you wanna
Yeah, literally.
gobble on these nuts over here?
They were like, we're gonna keep the room. We have the room key, but just knock twice.
Do the Mario
We're in this
rhythm.
room.
That.
I thought about it because I was like, I mean, they could be investors.
Hey, you guys
I
ever
mean,
heard of
they
Video
wanna
Ditch?
pitch in the
You never
Kickstarter,
know.
but- yeah. I mean, you've seen Berserk, right? Griffith was willing to do do anything for the Band of the Hawk, so I gotta have that
Jesus.
same
But yeah,
level
but you
of
saw what
commitment.
happened to Griffith, dude.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It'd be a good movie. Yeah. Let's put on the suit and I'm a
Oh,
burnt
for the-
husk with the
yeah.
beltlets.
For the suit project.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be good. All right.
Do you want to talk
Well-
about are there any current projects in the catalog that you want to talk about, or anything that's
Sure.
launching soon?
Launching soon. Soon. The next thing we're launching is the next Brazilian drug dealer, and that's going to be in September. By the time this comes out, we should have already announced that we're publishing
This-
10 Hit, and that's coming. You know, we're doing everything we can to. We have a timeline. I don't really want to say the timeline yet because
Yeah.
shit changes, but
Yeah. Look forward to it. You will enjoy it if you know what it is. If you don't know what it is, look
By
it
the
up.
time this
If
episode,
you've ever been on stickpage.com, this is how you remember things being when you were a child watching those.
yeah, it's excellent. It's really good stuff. And then
It's Stickpage, Leon the
Yes.
Professional.
then Brian 2027 early access, you know. Again, we don't have like a strict date for that or anything yet, but you know, the demo will be on Steam very, very soon. It might just happen to coincide a particular event that I'll be attending toward the end of, so keep an eye on that. Also, by this point, when are you saying? When is this coming out? Tell me one more time, so I'm not talking out of my ass. After
the second.
Okay.
The fourth. The fourth.
Oh, perfect. Oh, so this will come out probably after people see the trailer for Brazilian Drug Dealer before 4 Demons from the Portal of Hell I opened are still in the favela, and now I have to save Mamadas from Ronaldo.
Mm-hmm.
The trailer
Incredible.
will be part of the Latin American Games Showcase for Summer Games Fest, as well as on Steam event.
Wow, Jeff
And
Keighley.
our demo is launching to coincide with the Latin American Games Showcase. So
I
June
can't wait to hear
4th.
Keighley say that title.
Oh, he will never get him to
Everyone,
say
I'm
it.
so happy to announce.
We'll get it one day.
Oh, yeah.
I have plans. I won't completely reveal yet, but I have some more plans for Jeff and
Oh, wonderful.
being being around where I can see Jeff, you know.
Mhm.
All good
Incredible.
things.
Wonderful.
All we're gonna say is Matana.
No.
shit.
Just wait.
Please, no.
Just got
God,
nuked
no.
right now. I think I just.
No. But I'll say I'm trying to get out to the Game Awards and just hang out, you know.
Oh, yeah, man.
So I will be there, Jeff. You'll see me in the audience. I'll
Very
be
good.
there.
Yeah, pan the camera over to that
Oh yeah.
unmistakably green face.
Oh yeah.
Wonderful.
That's.
What is
I
that?
wish I could
Who is
treat it
that?
like a WWE match. I wish I could just bring a fucking
bring
giant
the card.
sign,
Yeah.
the Silva 316.
If it was cool, they'd let us do that.
That'd be cool.
I know. Well, they might. I mean, they should.
Yeah, they should
They
have
might let me paint,
AEW or
you know,
something.
I think they let like cosplayers and shit go to the actual thing. So
Yeah.
I should be good.
Yeah, but people don't even give a fuck about games in there. We were going to the Game Awards a couple of years ago, and all the people in line were like, "What is this for exactly?" I just came because I heard there's a camera.
Yeah, not to talk shit. And it's not like them. It's honestly it's just where it is. Like it's like Hollywood. You know?
Hollywood.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's LA.
It's not their
Yeah.
fault. It's just like the vapid nature of like the like people
Where's
in the
that?
ecosystem there.
Yeah.
It's just the way it is.
Yes. that musk of cigarettes.
So it'll be really
and
fun
sunscreen
to kind
in
of
the air.
crash that in any way that I can. I want to get out there and do some interviews and shit.
Fantastic.
Very good. Very exciting.
You should. We saw Sam Lake sitting at a bar surrounded by 3 beautiful Norwegian women. We were too afraid to talk to him.
I've always heard he's a kind man. But
I loved Alan Wake too. Yeah,
He seemed like he was busy.
yeah, he loves it when you.
He was busy being handbag rapes.
one of them was fanning him with like a palm leaf. It was pretty crazy.
Is that actually what was happening? Was that?
They weren't hand feeding him, but he was surrounded by beautiful women.
Oh, okay. So
I wish.
No,
Yeah,
I mean, in my mind, he was.
it'd be truly iconic.
but yeah.
No, he would like say something, they would all laugh, and I'd be like, I can't interrupt this. He's like,
Oh yeah,
in the middle of something.
Yeah, can't.
That's funny. You could have gone up and like, oh, Sam Lake, you're drowning in pussy.
Yeah. Do the face.
Give me the Max Payne face.
They all laugh
Mr.
when he
Lake,
does
yeah.
it. They just.
That is.
I'm looking out for you, Sam.
Yeah, that gets
Bodyguard
him
throws you
laid.
out
Like that's what convinces them.
like, all right, Sam, we will have a foursome.
Yeah, I was on the fence until you puckered your mouth. Yeah.
Do it now.
All right. That random guy in whiteface really pushed us over the edge.
Wait, were you
you
dressed
go.
as Spanton?
No,
I was like,
No,
how
not
for
often
that.
do you
Not for
do
that.
this? Gotcha. Yeah.
just at conventions.
Yeah, at the cool
It's
convention.
a hood
Yeah.
classic.
Yeah, he brought it to,
Oh, yeah.
to
I
PAX
like how
West.
fucked up it
that's
makes me
crazy.
look.
We were-
You really are like unrecognizable.
Oh, yeah.
Like without.
Who is this guy?
Yeah.
It's great. Yeah, very scary. I've been told.
Yeah, it is. It is like looking back at that interview. It is such like the two of us next to each other is just so like awful.
Some surreal shit.
Yeah, you can see people in the background flinching when they look over at us.
Oh shit! Yeah, it's very off-putting, but it's so good.
Yeah, it's great. It's canon. You know, Spampton is supposed to be a disgusting, horrifying freak.
Yeah.
He's not sexy at all. He's sickening to look at.
Yeah.
You know, I got to adhere to that.
Commitment to the carry.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's what it's all about.
Yeah. But,
Anyways,
yeah. Before we move into community Q&A, do you have any words of wisdom for anyone that wants to perhaps get into the industry? Anyone that's starting out?
yeah, the publishing sphere.
Yeah, become an electrician or something else, probably. Yeah.
Already done.
I mean,
see.
I like honestly, if you're a dev, finish games, like whatever that means. Finish games. If it's small games, finish small games. If you have a big game, you're not going to be able to finish it until you finish small games. Finish small games. Another word of wisdom that I always say anytime I am asked is, if you're a game dev, especially if you're a game designer, specifically designs, you should read more books than you are probably currently reading, like traditional like fiction books, nonfiction too, whatever. I suggest Burglar's Guide to the City is a really, really good book. That's what a lot of people from the old like Looking Glass studio, some of the best level design in the world. And it's not a book about game level design. It's like books about like architecture and things like that. So read more, watch more movies, listen to more music, experience every kind of art that you can that has nothing to do with games. You should play games that have nothing to do with video. You should be playing analog games. You should be playing board games, playing Dungeons and Dragons if you can. You should play card games. You should do a contact sport. You should do boxing, MMA, kendo. You should have hobbies that have nothing to do with it. You should garden. You should cook. You should I don't know, restore a car. You should do other shit.
Become a Renaissance man.
Everything like I'm not saying this is all stuff that I do, but this is all stuff that feeds
certainly
your ability to create something effective.
As an artist, utilize all those resources because
I know that to be true. That is a universe.
It's true. All the greatest artists had to start as not art. I think Werner Herzog once said, "No one ever became a poet sitting around in a cafe waiting for people to appreciate their genius."
I mean, look at like in the old like classic literature. A lot of the people that were writing these like classic books lived like almost a whole life before they started writing, you know, or they'd been to war and shit before they started like making art.
experience.
Right.
Could you imagine the games
Right,
Ernest Hemingway could have made?
or
God, gone too early.
Man, he would have made. Rest in peace, Ernest Hemingway. You would have loved
Miss you,
Wolfie
E.
Squad.
Yeah,
He probably would have.
he would have.
But that's like
Yeah.
everything. And also like play games. You should play games. Like that's obviously important too. I don't want people to misconstrue what I say and think that I'm saying that you shouldn't play games. This is in addition. On top of all of that, you also need to experience games that are good. You need to refine your own appetite. Whatever good means is subjective, obviously, but you need to like refine your appetite for art. And the only way to do that is to experience a lot of art. The best devs that I know watch a lot.
Gotta play all the Silver Case.
Right.
You gotta play the Silver Case. And you gotta watch Hard Boiled.
You gotta play the Silver Case. You gotta watch Hard Boiled. You gotta cry at the end of Cocoon.
You gotta play football.
Join the rugby team. Yeah.
You gotta
Yeah, and you gotta read JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. You can't watch.
You
it.
gotta read it. You can't watch
You
it.
can only read it.
Then you have to play through all of like Resident Evil 6.
Oh yeah.
That's like
We played a lot of Mercenaries, but I've never played the main.
It's not
campaign
good.
is so Michael Bay.
But it is amazing.
It is crazy. I love it, but it's
The Mercenaries was fun.
okay. Before we move on further, I always like to ask everyone, what are you playing right now? If you've got the time to be playing a game.
Oh man, I'm gonna out myself.
Yeah, I've just been playing Genshin Impact.
No, not
Crimson
quite so
Desert.
bad. I mean, maybe depending on its worst. I play a lot of Fortnite. I'll be totally honest with you. I play a lot of Fortnite.
I haven't played in a
it's
long time, but
it's like something that a lot of my friends.
it's a social
can
thing.
all play together, right?
No, I
And
understand
I've been doing it
completely.
for a long time.
Yes, Sam. I know.
I'm not
It's a
calling
social
you out,
thing.
Nick. I'm agreeing.
I also
What's that?
I enjoy the like a little bit of the competitive aspect sometimes. See
Yeah,
what else lately.
My younger brother is insane in Fortnite. It's the funniest shit to play with it. I'm like, man,
So I've also
the
been
ceiling is
playing,
crazy on that.
I've been playing Lord of the Rings: The Third Age on the PS2.
Wow, the RPG, the Final Fantasy. Yeah.
Yeah, the Final Fantasy
yeah.
10 based one.
I've been
Are
playing.
you a big
some-
Tolkien fan?
I mean, I'm a fan. I wouldn't say that I'm like, I've read the books, but I'm not like, versed or whatever.
Yeah, I'm more of a Peter Jackson's trilogy fan.
Can't speak.
Right, I
Elvish.
would say I'm a big fan of the Peter Jackson. I'd be more comfortable saying that.
Yeah, right on.
But I loved that game. I played it when I was younger,
yeah.
and I wanted to experience it again. And it's like it starts really good, and it gets kind of like
really?
weird
Uneven, huh?
toward the end.
Less.
I never finished it as a kid.
Yeah, I think I'm like pretty sure I did. I have like memories of content that I know is like later than where I'm at. I'm pretty close to the end now.
Playing through it, are you kind of like, wait a minute, Expedition 33 is a bunch of hacks.
So let me tell you, when I played Expedition 33, the whole time I was thinking about Lost Odyssey and Lord of the Rings: The Third Age. Those are two
Lost
that
Odyssey.
Lost Odyssey. It didn't click with me. I was young and I like rented it from like a Blockbuster or some shit, and I was just like, oh, it's too much. But I know it's really good.
Why are they crying? This is fucking
I know
stupid.
it's a really good game.
I'm taking it back to Redbox. Yeah.
It just didn't like click with me.
Yeah.
But I mean, I really, really liked The Third Age. It's very silly. There's a lot of really silly stuff that's basically just regurgitated lines from the movie.
Like moments, yeah.
Yeah, it's really funny. Let's see.
It is funny.
I've been playing Shadow the Hedgehog as well.
Wow.
A little bit.
Nice. Would you say overhated or adequately hated?
It's not a great game by any means.
Yeah.
But it is. I think there's a lot of really good stuff to take away from it, and if the bad parts of it were made good, this is like really fucking stupid way to like roundabout say no, it's not a very good game. But I will say we take a lot of inspiration for stuff for BDD from like 3D Sonic games. There's a lot of that.
The inspiration for using a gun.
It's actually
Shadow
the
the
first
Hedgehog.
game with the
crazy fact. But no, like the speed and some of the level design and how you like move, and obviously like Brazilian Drug Dealer started as like a Sonic mod, like a Sonic asset swap. Like the first Brazilian Drug Dealer game.
Click-team game, right?
So Joveno is a huge, like, as you know, Joveno is like a huge fan of Sonic, and so we're kind of trying to merge some of the aspects of like the Dash era 3D Sonic with first person shooter like Quake, fast like retro stuff. And it's really apparent, I think, in the newer the demo, and you're double jumping, you're dashing, and really really fast.
Platform.
You shoot people and an animal pops out.
You shoot there's soccer balls that you can kick around and stuff.
That's cool. Yeah.
Very nice.
I appreciate you like going back and reappraising these titles, because I think that's also an important part of your relationship with games.
So I found a CRT recently, and I found like a really good condition PS2, and I went to like a local game store, retro game store, and I've just been buying. I had like been buying some retro games and stuff, because I was like, why? Like, I need to like fall back in love with it, because I'm just like a lot of like why were games good? Like how have we gotten to where we are now? And I was talking earlier. There's like such a lost art with UI sounds and the way that we navigate UI and stuff in games now, because it used to be like everything had like a little sound.
There used to be so much more personality.
That's like one thing that's like a big part that I've noticed.
Do you feel like it's like more streamlined as like a budget thing, like they don't want to waste resources in like developing more elements, or do you think it's just like laziness or a really conscious minimalist design choice?
I could work this point for a really long, but I'll say modern methods applied to the production of software in general, and specifically with games, focuses on having minimum viable products and then moving into like sprint processes to tighten up things around that, to bring quality updates to eventually release. In some cases, the MVP is real games. You can't do that. Those are just like featured aspects of it. Anyway, shit, I'm like losing my train of thought. I'm sorry. Like this is like a big they like the methodology of making games in that way cuts out a lot of the thought that would go into making things fun, because their focus, to be honest with you, a lot of those games that have really fucking cool menus and popping and sounds are not fun to play. The games might so the focus is probably somewhere better, but I think there should be more to that. And then sometimes both of those things come together, and it's really, really good. So that's really, I think it's finding a balance. I think like a lot of modern development methodology kind of focuses on like a minimum viable, and then a lot of this other stuff gets pushed to the wayside and then just not considered, because
prioritizing. I will say, I feel like the average game, I feel, is a much smoother experience than back in the day, like run of the mill slap you'd be playing. All right, do we want to move into the community Q&A?
I know what you're all thinking. Why we've been wearing suits this whole time. It's the elephant in the room, and we'll finally address it. It's because, and I already told Joe ahead of time, so he's fine with me saying this, we are still doing our Kickstarter. We still are raising money to buy Bernie Madoff suits. And in solidarity with this future suit, we're wearing our current suits, which aren't quite as nice, but they will last after it, because for those who don't know, we plan on buying the suit, filming a lot of stuff with it, and then at the end of the whole procedure, we're going to shred it into little pieces and send it out to people who meet the buy-in minimum to get sent a piece of the suit. It's going to be a little fun movie you can watch and enjoy. And if we get some of the stretch goals, maybe we'll even get a fun little game out of it. Who knows? Well, I guess the page will already be up at this point. Yeah, if we hit the stretch goal, there will be a video game. So, anyways, let's move on to community questions.
That was our community Q&A from the
Filthy Evil.
Always lovely video niche community. No, it was fine, Nick.
Yeah, we have a lot of questions for
A
you.
lot of questions.
Yeah, you're right. I should go on longer tomorrow. I should go on.
That was a perfect. That was a perfect pitch. I'll handle the.
Just gonna copy and paste it into the next
I'll handle
episode.
pitched it for tomorrow's episode. But let's start with our community Q&A. Coming in strong from Polystring, friend of the show. He asks, "Is it easy being green?"
Yes.
It's not. It's true what they say.
It's not.
I sweat my fucking ass off. I just want people to know that I am a very naturally sweaty person, and applying prosthetics and paint I am just so disgustingly wet looking all the time.
Just compounded.
Fucking outfit. So
It's true. When we met, he was very moist. I thought it was part of the
it just is. It's natural, so it just kind of is.
But it did endear me.
I think
to
people feel bad for me. I think people can tell I'm suffering.
Suffering.
And see that I'm suffering.
Oh, you poor
profusely.
goblin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what it is.
There you go. It ain't
You
easy.
Goblin.
There you go.
That's what's hot. Yeah. Goon Lagoon asks question we already asked. Try to ask a better question next
sorry
time,
about that.
idiots.
Stupid.
Oh, even worse. And so it's it's the one bun's birthday. Can you give her a free game?
I did not know that. I did not tell him
shit.
that.
Is today? Well, are we in the future?
I don't know when he posted that.
I don't know.
remember.
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Just play it next year. Just play us saying happy birthday next year.
Perhaps maybe one day. He also asks, I'm high on crack. Want a freebase?
Sure.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Crack? Yeah.
All right.
All right. Well, Nick gets the real question next.
Oh yeah, the good one from. And don't worry, we'll put the Steam key right in the center. So as long as you watch the episode first, you can redeem that for your birthday. You're welcome. From Willem, mutual friend of ours and one of the developers behind Brine. If No Quarter were to face a hostile takeover by a legacy print magazine from the early 90s, would your current publishing contracts allow for the immediate transition to a CD-ROM only distribution strategy, or are you too deeply embedded in the cloud-based hegemony to realize that physical media is the only way to survive the coming electromagnetic pulse?
Yeah, I mean, my contracts are pretty open. The developers we could work something out.
He says you have to be specific.
I have to be specific. We have a contract. Willem, we have a contract. You should know this. You should review our contract. We can talk about it. Good Lord.
Very good. All right, coming in next from... Oh,
yes, they can. Please. Physical media is great.
truly. If your PS5 doesn't have a disk drive, you deserve to be shot.
Yeah.
It's true. You're giving up on your freedom. You're shackling yourself.
In the leg, I'm not saying like in the head or anything.
It's
the
pretty.
head.
It's pretty beta to have a diskless. I would say
It's true. If you want to be a true Sigma
we're
male, you need a disk drive with
Looks
your
matching
PS5.
Real Sigmas have a DVD drive in their gaming piece.
It's not good.
Real Sigmas only watch DVDs on the PS4. Okay.
The One Buns, they ask, what's the mark of a title that walks the line between chaos and shippable? And how do you manage to curate that? Yeah.
I mean, I think it's always like you have to, with weird shit, you kind of have to gauge a response to know whether or not it's going to be like, you gotta find people that will maybe enjoy what you have or like a post, but engage, not only buy one thing you put out, but will start to cultivate people that will buy every put out. So trying to find those factors with weird games, it usually comes before I even touch. I get to a lot of them. There's not necessarily I help build community, but they kind of have there's the sauce. I think I use that term online. If I comment on it, just either say sauce or this has sauce or that's I can see that being
that
popular
quality.
among
a
lot of people.
That appeal. Yeah.
It's got it.
Tasty.
Exactly. As Naked Snake would say. All right. From C, what is the end game for No Quarter Publishing Enterprise?
I'll probably slip and hit my head in the shower.
That's the end game.
They'll all have their game. Everyone's games will just come out on their own. No, I mean, end game. I really just want to help support people making games. I want to expand in ways that is ethical to me and to the people that I work with, as well as providing spaces for people to create. I'd really, really like to eventually have like some kind of like house or something. Like people, these
like
awful people make like content houses where people just calm themselves doing like TikTok dances and like jumping in front of
somehow
and stuff.
They never leave the gas on. It's crazy.
Yeah, but something like that, but for like a couple like indie dev teams.
Yeah, some sort of collective or totally.
This also just looks so.
Yeah, that's good. Look out, so watch out for No Quarter starting their own version of Fish Tank with their development team.
Big
that would,
brother, but
that would sell, man. The Fish Tank game devs would sell.
And Lulu Pa. Ooh.
And we got our last one.
Not to spoil things, but our future guest. He asks, are you happy with how things have gone for you guys? Anything you've learned that you hope to improve at or handle better in the future? What are you most proud of?
I think something that, I hate having to deal with bookkeeping and shit.
Yeah, fair.
Which I do everything. So I'm probably going to hire someone like an accountant or something, like some kind of accounting service to help me.
Some bean counter.
And maybe change some of the structure to the business next year, because things just kind of happen unexpectedly quickly.
Totally.
So, which is good problem to have. What was the other part of that question? Is it something I've learned?
Anything that you've learned that you'd like to handle better, which I guess for you would be the
I've learned a lot about just numbers. Just running a business and like by yourself.
Right.
Was this your first like business enterprise of this scale? Yeah.
Of in any way. My entire career was
just within games. Damn. What an inspiration.
And now you surpassed them.
Way to go. That crazy kid.
Now you left them in the dust. Yeah. All right, and what are you the most proud of?
No Quarter. I think we had a moment when I was in Brazil with JOEVENO, and we got the footage back from James Rolfe, the angry video game nerd, and JOEVENO was just like, dude, I can't believe this. You're like the best ever, like whatever. He's just like very, very kind. Like his reaction to me, I was just like, that's like, this is what it's all about. Like
the gratitude.
I've made my client very happy. Like regardless of outcomes or whatever, like this moment, like I'm very, very proud of the work.
I mean, that would have been.
And I've got to say, like, big shout out to the Retroware people. They like super. They're honestly, they made that happen. I did what I could to make it a thing, but ultimately they were the ones that really made it happen. But just that, I was super proud of getting that for JOEVENO, because I think it really means like James as a creator, to him means a lot, because JOEVENO is also a YouTube. James was kind of the archetype. Yeah, he's
James is the one.
So it was like anytime I can do something meaningful that really makes a developer happy, feel.
AVGN. That's it. That's really the only reason I'm doing this. Justin, if you're listening, if you give me in contact with James and Mike. Both of them, please.
You could make his day.
That's all I've ever wanted.
Truly. All right.
Yeah.
Well, Joe, if people want to find you on the internet, where can they do so?
Yeah. I post begrudgingly on Twitter or X or whatever at No Quarter Soft. I'm also on Blue Sky sometimes, because the 7 people that are on Blue Sky.
Nick included,
and Instagram, No Quarter Soft. YouTube is at No Quarter Software. On my YouTube, I post interviews. I also post them on my Twitter, but YouTube, I post interviews that I do with all kinds of cool people right now. Excuse me. Oh my god, case of the sleepies. There's an interview series with the dev team of Mouthwashing.
Oh,
that is currently coming out on my channel, that I think like there's been a couple I think I've just put out the like one interview. I put out an interview with Mike Klubnica, and then one of the people from Mouthwashing, but I have like a bunch of those like coming up. There's an hour or two more more interviews with I think it's one of the deeper dives on people behind that exists. So it's really, I had an amazing time speaking with them. I love Mouthwashing, so it was really, really cool. Really there's more to come.
You'll be shocked to learn what their favorite show is.
What is Twin Peaks, right? Like it's Oh, right,
Vampire
Kai's.
Diaries.
Yeah. Kai's guilty pleasures. Yeah, we were cracking up. That was a good.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, nice try. I actually watched it.
What's
You
that?
can't get me.
Oh yeah, you actually. I know you did. You know
I
better.
said I
than
actually
me.
watched it. You can't get.
I'm like, because now I'm like ahead because I have to watch the ones that are like about to come out while they're like being. So I'm like the next one, which is really good too. It's a different guy, but like different
Very
dev
exciting.
team.
Yeah, very good. Well, thank you for coming on today. It was it was a pleasure talking.
Of course.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah. No, this is cool. I really appreciate the time.
Yeah, I feel like there's so much we could talk about further, but
I know. I mean,
love to
have me on another time. Yeah.
Certainly.
Anytime.
It will happen.
I want to do more stuff like this. So yeah, anytime you guys want, just let me know.
perfect. We'll have some more topical shows coming up
it will
with Joe. But in the meantime, we have been Video Ditch as always. Yeah, Nick mentioned earlier we got that Kickstarter going on, and truly, if you want to help our independent documentarian dreams come true and see us, frankly, stumble through
Give
this
us
whole
money.
process, consider giving us money, because it could be cool. It will be cool, and it will be good.
Our budget's very low, so we have no
exactly
standards or practices.
Everyone will learn. Everyone will truly enjoy it. But as always, thank you for listening and keep on gaming in the free world. We will see you next time. Good night.
Good night.